Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your favorite rapper, B Sizzle, and today we're reacting to My Mom's Cruel and Unusual Punishments by TheOdd1sOut. Joining me today is my good friend, BB Gun Byron. So, he's a little bit sick, so he's not going to be very talkative for this reaction. And he's still going to be, reacting to this with me. So, if you guys like content like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the post notification bell so you don't miss any more videos. And don't forget to subscribe to my main channel where I post lots of music and I also do animations there. And don't forget that this video will be in the description. Make sure to subscribe to TheOdd1sOut, and without further ado, let's begin.
Mr. James, on Saturday morning at 10:03 a.m., you were observed coloring a picture of a dinosaur. Is that true?
Yeah? Can we go to recess?
Even though your mom had repeatedly asked you to clean up your toys, you disobeyed her and colored anyway?
I plead the fifth.
Your Honor, I have no further questions. James, I hereby sentence you to 15 minutes in the timeout corner.
I'm not going back to timeout!
I'm no scientist, but I think moms play a very important role in society. Without moms, who would drive us to soccer practice? Who else would tell us that it's not okay to eat cupcakes for breakfast? And who else would point at construction workers and say, that's why you need to get a college education, James? Oh, and I guess they also give birth to you and take care of you, but anyone could do that.
It's not true that men can also give birth. Only females can do that.
Yeah.
And also, it's not necessary for you to go to college. You don't have to if you don't want to. But it is recommended by some places that you go to college so that you can work for them.
Now, before I talk about how I was raised, I just want to give out this disclaimer that my mom is a great mom. She loves me. At least, she used to. If you asked me when I was 15 if my mom was a good mom, 15-year-old me would have said, no. Okay, but when I was little, I'd be talking with my friends, and we would be talking about our parents, and they would say stuff like, yeah, my mom lets me stay up till midnight, and she lets me play really graphic and vulgar video games. Yeah, my mom doesn't care if I wear clothes with skulls on them, and she lets me eat an entire tub of ice cream for dinner. My mom lets me play with knives. And I used to think that their moms were so much cooler for letting my friends have that much fun.
That's not true. They just care about them less. They don't care if their kids get hurt. They don't care if their kids die. They don't care if their kids get injured.
But now, as an adult, I realize the sad truth. That these kids' moms weren't cooler, they just cared about them less.
That's literally what I just now said.
I'm not saying every mom out there is perfect, but a mom who takes the time to make a responsible member of society is pretty high up on the good mom list. Anyways, I love you, Mom, and now I'll immortalize and monetize some of that love. When I was younger and still in need of adult supervision, my mom would take me and my twin sister out to run errands with her. And as you would expect, we were rowdy and wanted to do our own thing. But my mom was prepared for this. She would bring 2 plastic baggies filled with 10 M&Ms, and every time my sister or I misbehaved, she would eat an M&M right in front of us.
Good parenting trick.
And she made sure we saw her eat our M&Ms. She didn't give us a warning either. If we did anything remotely bad, she would say, hey, look at me. And I think that parenting technique is the psychological reason that M&Ms are my favorite candy bar. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
There was actually a remix made of this.
M&M's is not a candy bar. It's literally just chocolate. Literally chocolate balls.
Yeah, BB Gun Byron said that M&Ms are just chocolate pieces with a candy shell. That's true, and in some cases there are also peanut butter and or peanuts in the M&Ms. Also, sometimes almonds, maybe even caramel. But there are all kinds of M&Ms out there. My favorite are the peanut butter ones.
I like the fruit better.
What's your guys' favorite kind of M&Ms? Let us know down in the comments.
Something me and my sister really liked doing was hiding in those circular racks of clothes that they have set up in department stores. Being in the middle of one of those racks is such a surreal experience. I totally recommend it. But my mom didn't like it when we had fun, so she had to reach her arm in and try and grab us.
That's kind of scary.
Do you need any help? Oh, no, I'm just trying to get something in the back. There's a really nice belt that would be great for spanking my misbehaving children!
Look at the face.
Oh, it is so hard for some reason.
He draws his characters really funny sometimes.
I was spanked as a kid. Nothing too bad. I probably deserved it anyway. I don't remember any specific actions I did that earned a spanking, but I do remember outrunning my mom a lot. Another thing my mom did when I was very little was sometimes when she was washing her hands, she would turn to me and go, "Achoo!" and flick water in my face. It really bothered
And that's kind of weird.
me, but I never spoke out about it. And one day I just couldn't handle it anymore and I started crying. Why are you crying? But I was too sad to articulate how I was really feeling. If you ask her about this today, she'll say that she doesn't remember doing that sneeze gag ever, but I remember it vividly. So to get back at her, I put a rubber band around the dish sprayer, so when you turn on the sink, it would spray water at you. Come to think of it, I do remember one reason I was spanked. Every time one of my siblings insulted another sibling or told them to shut up, we would have to pay them 50 cents. This resulted in a really weird dynamic when it came to insults. We would get excited when someone called us a name. Mom, Luke called me a butthole! That's 50 cents! Woo! I'm rich!
50 cents is just 2 quarters.
But sometimes us kids would just be messing around with each other and we didn't really mean the insults. So we would feel bad taking someone else's 50 cents. Like someone would say, "Hey James, what's 6 plus 6? And I would say, 9, idiot. And my mom would hear me and say, "James, that's 50 cents.
The mouth. Also, guys, no, I am not going to make that joke because that joke is really inappropriate.
And I'm only 15.
I remember a few things that I did, but I'm not going to bring them up here.
And my sister would feel bad, so she would insult me back and say, "James, you're an unpleasant person." Aw. Swear words cost you $5.
That is the latest comeback in the country.
Whoa, did you hear what James said? Swear words cost you $5. That's why he doesn't swear in videos.
That's why I don't swear in videos. But now I can afford it. So, you, Mom. You piece of My mom never washed her mouths out with soap. She wasn't that kind of person, but she did threaten to if we swore. And one time after I said a pretty naughty word, penis.
Really? Really? His word is literally penis.
It's not a bad word. It's just a word that refers to the male genitalia. That's literally all it is. It's not a bad word.
To some people it is.
It's just the proper word to address the genitalia, the male genitalia.
She said, "If you don't behave, I'm going to get the soap." And I said, "I don't care. Soap tastes good."
No, it
All right,
doesn't.
you big dingus, shove this in your mouth. You won't do it. No balls. So I bit into it and immediately regretted it. Now people are eating soap for views. So I guess we never grow up.
Oh yeah, TikTok bans the Tide Pod challenge. YouTube does it too. YouTube bans the Tide Pod challenge.
even though literally some of the motherfuckers are literally retarded, so yeah, they kind of deserve it. Right, it's not good to your body because it will kill you.
Yeah, do not do the Tide Pod challenge. It's gonna kill you, and it's gonna make you throw up too. And if you eat enough of the soap from inside the pod, it's gonna kill you, and it's gonna poison all of your intestines.
Did anyone else's parents put a password on the family computer? Because my parents did, and I didn't know we were the only family that did that. We had a rule in the house that we were only allowed to be on the family computer for however long we read a book for. But luckily, I would just read a book for 15 minutes, get my mom to type in the password, and then she would just forget that I was on the computer and let me stay on for hours. And I played a lot of Neopets and RuneScape. Also, I wasn't allowed to have a TV or a computer in my room, because then I would have easy access to inappropriate animes.
Well, that's not what it is, but I'm not gonna say it.
Do you want me to say it out loud?
No.
I'm just gonna say it.
No. Bro, this is a family friend. This is a reaction channel for teenagers.
Well, on a PG way, he's talking about some inappropriate videos that was meant for adults, not for kids.
Yeah, some animes that are rated M for mature. So if you're like 13, so if you're between the ages of 13 to 15 and you don't know what M-rated animes are, your parents or older guardians will explain it, as well as you get to watch them when you turn 17. So
When I was little, cell phones were a thing, but my mom didn't let me have one, so I had to talk to all my friends over a landline. I hope I don't have to explain what that is, because that would make me feel really old.
there's no shame in growing up in the 90s. If you grew up in the 90s, you're still relatively young.
I was literally born in the 2000s.
I was born in the 2000s as well, but you were late 2000s, I was early 2000s.
Yeah. So I'm a Gen Z, but I was born before 2010.
Yeah, BB Gun Byron and I are Gen Z. He was born 2009, I was born 2004.
Yep.
I'm supposed to be in the prime of my life, but basically it meant if I was upstairs in my room talking to a friend, my mom could grab a phone downstairs in the kitchen and just join in our conversation completely uninvited.
That's rude.
That is so messed up and hilarious at the same time.
It's also an invasion of your privacy. Of course, you don't have privacy when you're under 18, but when you're 18 and older, you definitely have privacy.
Yep.
It didn't matter who I was talking to, I'd be having a conversation like this. I think the reason I internalize and hide away all my problems is because of how invasive my mom is in my personal life.
James, get off the phone and do the dishes.
Mom, I'm on the phone!
Wow, I can't believe you said that to the person who gave birth to you. So what are you doing talking about?
Look,
I seriously don't get it.
He said, she said, he said, I think it's because the reason I hide away all my problems is because how invasive my mom is in my personal life. And then she said, James, get off the phone and do the dishes. And then he says, Mom, I'm on the phone. She says, wow, I can't believe you said that to the person who gave birth to you. So it's basically, I brought you in this world, I can take you out too, in that kind of situation. My mom would say that to me a lot, and I'm serious about that. She would say that to me a lot because it's true. She brought me into this world. She can take me out just as easily.
Whoa, that is kind of messed up. I'm hilarious.
It's true though. Your mom brought you in this world. She can take you out just as easily.
Even though I don't want to say it on the house,
But most of the time, my mom would just be saying it jokingly. She didn't really mean it, but it's kind of true when you think
I would
about
almost
it.
never be talking to a girl. So at least that didn't happen. This other time, my mom was giving me and my sister a ride to school, and on the radio, she was listening to the worst subgenre of rock music, Christian rock.
What's wrong with Christian rock?
wait, where did Christian rock?
What's wrong with Christian rock?
Wait, I didn't even know there was Christian rock.
Well, Christian rock is basically just rap music about the Bible and the laws of God, basically. Me as a Christian, I would be okay listening to this kind of music.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah, so it's basically about the Bible days, the laws of God and God himself, and the rules that he wants every Christian to follow.
Ah, okay, I get it.
Just kidding, you can like whatever you want. Anyway, we were pulling up to the school, and I told my mom to turn the music down. What? Why? Because I don't want people to think I listen to this, Mom. You see, I was in junior high, so I cared a lot about what other people cared about, so she turned the music down. But as we stepped out of the car, she turned the volume all the way back up and blasted the music for everyone to hear.
Oh my god. Okay, imagine this. Your mom puts your bad music onto the radio. What would you react if she literally turns up the volume and then she blasted the music throughout the entire college student?
Like
What would you react?
if my mom turned up my rap music on the right in front of the college campus, I would be kind of mortified if it was my first single, because that single should have never been made.
Oh my god. Bro, can my mom literally put some homie? Oh my god, I would literally hide the hell away from her. I would literally run up to the school, hide myself, and never come back outside until the school ends.
Oh yeah, guys, BB Gun Byron and I are making a track on High School Breakthrough called Homies, so be on the lookout for it.
Yep, coming out soon.
Looking back at the situation, I think that's pretty hilarious. GG, Mom. These aren't all the times my mom embarrassed me, but those are all the ones I'm going to include in this video. I didn't even mention the time when I was 4 when my twin sister wanted to do ballet lessons, but she didn't want to do them alone, so my mom signed me up for lessons too. But that's a story for another video. Love you, Mom. You made me like this.
Alright guys, so that was my mom's Cruel and Unusual Punishments by TheOdd1sOut reaction by B Sizzle featuring BB Gun Byron. So if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. What else? Check out my merch. Subscribe to BB Gun Byron. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to TheOdd1sOut. Subscribe to my main channel. Check out my Discord server. Check out my Instagram, my Reddit, and my Twitter.
Also, I have social media on my Discord, so y'all can follow me on that.
Yeah, also, go ahead and try to find BB Gun Byron on my server, and you can also go ahead and find his Instagram and Twitter as well. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.